Howdy folks, hopefully you can hear me. We're flying down the highway. Let's see if I can max it out. Boom, we're maxed out. Sprinters have a governor, and you can't go faster than this. So it's actually kind of nice because I just floor it a lot. It's like, well, I'm going fast, but not outrageous. Yeah, so I finished up the Owen Cook seminar, his Owen FreeTour. He's one of the RSD guys, Tyler Durden. I forget his Instagram. It's like something like that, but it was pretty good. I'm glad I didn't like pay money or drive any further or actually or take any more work off. Like, I'm glad I don't have tomorrow off, but I'm also glad I have a half day. So it was good. He went over the first like hour. Well, first off, he was like 3 hours late. So like I was there, I was like the third one there at like 6:33, supposedly for registration, and then we like bullshitted for like 45 minutes before they let us in, and then we sat in and listened to his cronies talk for like till it was supposed to start at 7. It was supposed to go 7 to 9, and his cronies talked till 9 before Owen even got there. Which actually, they had some good shit to say. It was cool to learn from people that have just like shadowed him for years. And they were all diverse dudes. And then, and then Owen came out and he talked about basic game for, it's breakfast time, America. Make sure you get your biscuits. Those look disgusting. Come on, Cracker Barrel, your billboards suck. Yeah, he went over basic game, which I'm actually fine with, because I've read the basic shit years ago, so like it's good to get a refresher on that stuff. And like I do most of it like subconsciously, but it's nice to hear the breakdown. I equate everything to jiu-jitsu, so deal with it. But if it was a jiu-jitsu seminar, he was going over like an arm bar from the guard for the first hour, but the details, everything's in the details, like how to finish it and stuff. So like he went over a lot of basic game, not like too in depth, but he was just going over bullet points. And then after that, he left for like 30 minutes, well, to sell his infield boot camp, which was $3 grand for 3 days. And this is one of his last 5 boot camps, he said, which, if I was going to do a boot camp, I would not do a boot camp with him. I know he's like the godfather, but I'm just not, I don't know, there's other people on his team like Julian and Jeff that I'm more, just more my vibe, like, to go out with, I guess. But, I'm sure they're probably similar costs, but yeah, has like 12 people already booked for this weekend, so yeah, quick 36 grand. Not bad for a free tour. And then, not to mention the ad, because he YouTube lived it in 2 sections, and then he'll also release an edited YouTube video later. But and then he went over, so then more people talked, which that was also kind of interesting, because like I guess they have a girl on their crew. I don't really know shit about her, but she came up and talked about TikTok. They were kind of going into like social media marketing stuff, which I don't really care about, but it was interesting to hear their approach on it. So they're just talking about, I don't know, being a persona basically. And then yeah, Owen came back out and he talked about esoteric shit, which I guess would be the equivalent of like super, like an Imanari roll or a flying armbar for most people, because it's like super deep, like high level shit. But to me, this was not very high level. But the way he presented it, I almost sideswiped that truck. That semi, not almost, but close enough that my door popped open. Well, let's get you a front view. You probably can't even see me anyway. I could have sworn I heard a, hey bro. Maybe they almost swiped me. But, yeah, he just presented basically like, I thought he was gonna go, he opened up an avenue where he could have went super cool. He was just talking about like, that we're running program, 99% of everything is a program, basically. And he talked about the programs we run and yada yada. It was basically like introductory woke shit. But I used it as a thought experiment. That was actually pretty good. I thought he was going to talk about how we're already dead and something else. He talked about a lot of Christianity, which I was surprised. And I also heard the word skedaddle, my call sign, at Space Camp twice today. Eavesdropping on two conversations. Not even eavesdropping, it was just, people said it loud enough that I could hear, which was strange. And I've also met so many skydivers. I mean, in the last month, I've met like 3. And then in the last like year, I've met like, I don't know, 13. It's just kind of strange, because I met a kid that did wingsuit skydiving, and I don't know, I'm just noticing synchronicities, and I'm like, whoa, where's the universe taking me? My biggest takeaway was how normal these motherfuckers are. It's just normalizing success, and like, I don't know, greatness, I guess. It's like, I feel like I'm better than all these people. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm better. Even the physical trainer, he brought his own physical trainer. I'm sure the guy knows more than me and whatever, but I'm just like, you're just bulky, bruh. Like, half the time I was zoning off thinking about like fighting these people, not in an aggressive way, just in like I would arm drag, take the back, choke you out, maybe truck you for fun. I was just applying a lot of the lessons to jiu-jitsu, and then I had a thought, just in thinking like what businesses or what avenue of career I can go down, and like how much of what I'm doing is run by fear programming or habitual programming and stuff. I don't know, I know I was there for a reason. Like, there was too many synchronicities. I was just trying to garnish what the reason was. I didn't really network with any, I mean, I met a lot of people. There was like, I'd say 2 cool kids. I mean, everyone was like on the level, but I didn't like exchange contact info with anyone. But I mean, all the exercises were dumb as fuck, which I'm actually glad, because I didn't really want to be doing exercises the whole time. Yeah, it just sort of normalized success, and I don't know, I feel like it made me more friendly in a way, or access to more friendliness. And I was also relating some of it to my NASA space camp job, because I have to basically wrangle all these kids all day long, and I can use that as a way to practice socializing with adults too. And like when my energy's low, and the kids' energies are low, I can do activities to bring our energy up, instead of just following the rules of whatever the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Who cares? Basically just more of my own amusement. Yeah, Nashville's pretty cool though. I liked it. seems like seems cool. The roads suck, just like every city. The downtown is big, but it didn't seem too big. It seemed like a Denver. Like Denver's pretty big downtown, but it's not crammed like Portland. Like when you're driving around, you never feel too crammed. That's my biggest beef with cities. Like, yeah, I had to park a 5-minute walk from the venue, but it was easy. And I got to see a cool, like, Tennessee sculpture of, like, some Greek god holding a goddess. It was cool. But, Leo was sitting on the floor when I got there. He's moving around, but he feels really warm, and he did not eat. I cracked him a pouch of delicious food, and then I watered it down to try to get fluids in him, but I don't know. So unless he turns around tomorrow, by tomorrow night, definitely gonna have to take him to the vet, and I know they're just gonna give him an IV, and I'm sure he's fine. It's just weird he's coughing. I don't know. He definitely just picked up COVID, kitty COVID. Just more motivation to balance my social life, because people ask questions that were very similar to problems not problems, but like meanderings that I've had about like the value of social interaction, people you invest your energy in, and they gave us interesting answers. I felt like they could have went two ways, and they definitely went a different way than I thought. So I can just see, I don't know, I see the knowledge I've gained, the gnosis I have fitting into all the gaps that the teachings and the people that were attending. I can just see that I have value to add that would uplift everyone. Yeah, I feel like that is human design, and I feel like foot zoning is not, my foot zoning career is not dead. I don't know. I just don't want that to be my main staple of income. I feel like that's some sauce in my like teaching, my coaching. I definitely need to get into like coaching somehow. One kid was a personal trainer guy for hockey kids, and I wanted to talk to him and be like, did you play hockey? Like, and what do you train them in? Like hockey drills? I don't know. I'm just thinking like, whoa, maybe I could be a personal trainer for jiu-jitsu, or yeah, I can't really do MMA fighters because my striking is garbage. I could hold pads, but even that I'm terrible at, so I should stick to grappling. So I need like jiu-jitsu fighters or become a jiu-jitsu coach for MMA fighters, but at the same time, like, there's enough black belts and brown belts that can train high-level fighters, so because I feel like foot zoning, human design, and my nutrition and strength training knowledge, and even like a little bit of my like biohacking knowledge would come in handy. But there's like not enough money in just training jiu-jitsu athletes. There will be for sure, because at the rate of people that are getting into jiu-jitsu and the like rich high-level people that are getting into jiu-jitsu, like you're getting your CEOs and stuff. I definitely feel like the trailer has some role in whatever's happening next too. So yeah, I can see the block that I need to address. It's just that like, oh, and then they talked about receiving love and value and money from other people, and it's just, I don't know, it's cool to know that that the problems I have aren't my own. I guess they're common. It's like I try to talk to other people about these, and people don't fucking understand anything. But these people are at least doing the work, so they've addressed that. Oh, they have blocks here and there and there. Like right now, I'm not even trying. I'm just not giving into what my ego wants to think about how little sleep I'm going to get before I have to run climbing wall tomorrow. Like, I'm gonna force myself to be hookups and just show myself that, like, well, your tiredness is a myth. Because I know when I need it, I can step up. Like, I know this about myself, so I just have to show myself through evidence.